Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Onyx, and I'm your chief show attendant. On behalf of the two hosts and the rest of the crew, welcome aboard Weird Wednesday Flight number 13, non-stop, from your current location to parts unknown. Our flight will be of about 2 hours, and we'll be flying at the speed of sound. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position, and that your seat belt is currently fastened. Enjoy the ride.
What's up? How's it going, Jamie? I think me and you are the only ones here for the first time in ever. There's a few people watching, but they haven't commented yet.
Oh, yeah.
Is everybody...
There's Wolfie.
So is everybody on a plane to a different destination for Thanksgiving?
Or an astral plane to the unknown.
I could be. Felt like I've had a few of those in the last week or two. Been transported to a different time.
I'm just getting the link. Every single time you go in your own group thing, it's like review your group changes that'll pop up at the bottom.
Yeah.
God damn it, just let me scroll up.
Yeah, Facebook has gotten to be such a task nowadays.
It really has.
It really has. I hate it. I have an issue right now. Let me turn this funky jam down a little bit. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and I have this issue now where I used to. I started a page like, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago. And it's for the a reptile club up in Jacksonville. And at one point I was vice president of it. We didn't have a Facebook page, so I started one. And I've ran it for years. And I turned it over like a year or two ago to some new people that are up there. But they contacted me today and wanted me to turn it over to them, and I'm looking on my Facebook page and I don't see this page where it says pages, all the pages that you run or moderate or whatever. I got a list, but I don't see this one in there. It's nowhere to be found. And I go to the page and it's like I'm a visitor, I can message somebody or whatever, but yet on their end they sent me a picture that says, no, Rob Autry owns the page. And I'm like, dude, I swear I can't find it on my end. Why is this so freaking difficult? It's doesn't need to be that complicated.
No, that is really weird.
Yeah, apparently I'm still linked to it somehow, but I don't know how. And when my mom passed away, you know, her page sat there forever, and you know, I had my name was listed on there as whatever the legacy where you can memorialize it or whatever.
Yeah.
So I sent him a thing, said, hey, you know, my mom died. I'd like to, you know, memorialize her page. Well, can you prove that it's you? I'm like, well, yeah. You've got all my info. It's like, yeah, call my phone, whatever you got to do. And I still haven't like turned it over to me. It's been like a damn year. So I just go on her page under her name and her password and post things now. And it's like, but according to them, that's breaking the rules. Like, again, why is it got to be so damn difficult? I have like, you know, 8 different pages on here. I've been on Facebook since it started, basically. It's like, how, you know, you got my phone number, you know where I live, you got my picture, you got Face ID technology, you got all this shit. What have I got to do to prove I'm me?
Yeah.
But yet, if I say anything that goes against the rules,
Oh, hell no, no, no.
get a warning. You're shamed upon. You have another strike. Your page may be taken away. Oh,
They just like locked mine out for unusual activity.
You get the weirdest like strikes ever.
Except the other day it came up as somebody logged in with my phone number.
Oh yeah, that was weird. Yeah, with your TikTok, I'm like, dude, I think they're just picking on you. It's like, it's ridiculous.
Dangerous actions. Yeah, they do pick on me.
Exactly, Wolfie. You know, I like tried a long time to get put in jail. I've never really been in Facebook jail. There's probably
I could show you. I can give you a post. I can guarantee we'll get you probably some good time.
Yeah, put in solitaire. Yeah. What's up, Roll? You guys got any big plans for tomorrow for Thanksgiving? Kicking a big fat turkey?
I'm almost into. Well, I heard a lot of people are going to chicken this year.
I was gonna say, what does everybody eat for Thanksgiving? Turkey, chicken, fish. My next door neighbor. Yeah, I was gonna say my next door neighbor's. She's kind of Italian. She always makes this big lasagna. I made stuffed flounder one year.
Yeah, I saw that. Or did you see what Elon found in the Twitter supply cabinet? A whole crap load of hashtag stay woke t-shirts. Like, they have to be reminded, like, in case you forgot, everybody, hashtag stay woke. But the whole closet was all these t-shirts and hoodies and such.
Cornish hens. Yeah, I used to eat Cornish hens all the time. My mom was a big fan of making Cornish hens. I was going to get some to make not too long ago, but didn't do it. Probably should have.
I used to like them when I was little because they were like little chickens.
Yeah, it was like a personal pan pizza, except it was a personal.
It was like a little baby chicken.
Yeah.
And I liked making it like when I would be like domesticated, like with, you know, and make dinner like, oh, little chicken. We each got a little chicken.
Little chicken. Ariana wants to know if everybody's okay and feeling better tonight. Yeah. You feeling better, Jamie? I didn't get the sickness this time. Thank God. Knock on wood. We're knock on wood. Yeah. I stayed away from it.
It's got to be that mushroom coffee.
Mushroom coffee and pineapple juice. That's my go-to every day. Even if it's in my head, just whatever. It works.
Yes, I'm doing okay, thank you. I'm hanging in there. Just dealing with it. But I'm okay.
Ooh, stuffed baked lobster tail. That sounds good.
Oh, who said that?
Whoop.
I'll bring over whatever you want.
I did a little work in the yard the other day too. I went and got me one of them chainsaws on a pole. Because I get this tree out in my front yard that I didn't want, and when they did the landscaping here, they snuck this ugly bastard in, and I went to town on that thing the other day. I have a giant pile of brush, rubble, sticks, twigs, and logs out by the yard, out by the street now.
See, like out here, we would like cut the trees and like into pieces, like logs, and stack it for firewood. Say U-Haul, bring your truck, firewood. But like in Florida, do people go crazy for free fire? Like, do you have fireplaces in Florida?
Yeah. It's the time of year for
Or like bonfires.
Yeah, I used to sell firewood a long time ago. I had a little business selling firewood, and I had a couple of accounts. I would sell it to the state park, for when you come into the park, and you can buy little bundles of wood. And so I supplied wood for a couple of those places, and then a few stores, and then just random people that would order firewood. And God, it would probably kill me to do that job nowadays. Yeah, I had the old wood splitter, the big hydraulic wood splitter. I had the whole setup. Big badass chainsaws. Yeah, I was splitting wood with an axe and a maul, and a wedge for the longest time, and I was like, okay,
oh yeah,
I'm gonna go get a wood splitter.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Those things are crazy.
Yeah. I'd be out there splitting wood with an axe like all day long. I was in great shape, which I'm not now. But yeah, man, the end of the day, doing that all day long, I would be extremely exhausted.
Good for the back muscles.
Yeah. Got that wood splitter, man. Production went way up.
Hungry for some that lobster, whatever someone just said?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Because I know that's all I'm going to be thinking about. I don't even know what the rest of it was. No baked stuffed lobster tail. One of my eyes look completely like... Is that my makeup, or why does my eye look like collapsed?
Yeah, Wilfie, man, that's hard work, man. I couldn't deal with it on a daily basis. Hell, I couldn't deal with it on a one-day basis right now. But yeah, to answer your question, people do have fireplaces here, and people use a lot of firewood, actually. I'm in North Florida, completely different than South Florida.
So if you stack that stuff out there, will someone pick it up and just take it away?
Yeah, since we...
Right.
I just got to move it all. That sucks, but I got it all piled up. It's not in the right place. Got to move it out to the road a little bit more. But yeah, haven't completely cut the tree down yet. Waiting for another warmer day that's not misty and rainy to go out there and finish attacking it. Wait until my neighbors moves this car, because I don't want to accidentally drop it on his nice new truck, because that wouldn't fare well for me.
That would not be a good idea.
Yeah, now it makes more sense. He's having baked stuffed lobster too. Hells yes.
I'm making my sweet potato balls.
Ooh.
It's a combination of something from Norma Jean years back. It was Norma Jean's sweet potato balls, but I've made different alterations over the years to my own little special touches to it. But it's basically like yams and sweet potato mashed up, and you let it set. And the filling, you put the nutmeg, cinnamon, orange juice, little orange zest. I put chopped candy pecans in it, a little bit of brown sugar, and it's like mashed potato. You make balls. You stick a big marshmallow, like a camping marshmallow, in the middle of it, and then you roll it in coconut, and then you put a little pecan on top. And so it cooks, and the marshmallow inside opens up, and it's just so good. Normally we bring them places, and my balls end up collapsing on the way. Some people get a lopsided ball. Some people get a flat ball. Some people don't end up with a ball at all. It's like a bowl of it.
No balls at all.
No balls at all. But this year my balls are going to be nice and firm because they're in the refrigerator, right into the oven. I'll send you a picture.
Send me a picture of your balls.
I will send you a picture of my coconut frosted balls.
What was it?
Salty balls. Your chocolate salty balls, Alec Baldwin. Or Chef Salty Ball. No, it was Sweaty Balls and Chef Salty Balls. So South Park and Saturday Night Live. Your sweaty balls in your mouth.
No balls at all. Well, there's a lot of crazy shit going on around the country lately. Shootings and this and that, and
bitings and
knife stabbings,
throwing people off of balconies, overpasses at football games.
People done lost their damn minds. I'm telling you, man, for real.
Yeah.
But this story doesn't have anything to do with that, but it's got something to do with this here. If it'll work, is it going to work? What the hell is going on? There we go. No, we're not going there yet. Hold on. Okay. Alrighty then. Now we're going there. Really? You going to leave me out to hang like that? Come on. Good grief. Computer issues. Technical problems. There we go.
Or operator error.
Yeah, it's probably more of that. The Queen Mother once had a room cleansed due to concerns over a ghost. Anybody ever heard of ghosts? What's that all about? Ghosts aren't real. What are you, crazy? This article says, considering the historic nature of the various residents of the British royal family and the number of people who must have died within their walls over the centuries, it's perhaps surprising that there aren't more stories about alleged haunting in royal households. This particular case was detailed in the writings of a late newspaper writer, Kenneth Rose. It occurred back in the summer of 2000 when the Queen Mother elicited the services of a local person to investigate accounts of paranormal activity occurring in one of the rooms at the Sandringham House. I'm probably not saying that right. According to Rose's notes, some of the servants had complained about the room being haunted and had even refused to go in there for fear of encountering something paranormal. The room had once served as a bedroom for King George VI, the Queen Mother's late husband, who spent his final days there before his death from coronary thrombosis in 1952. The parson walked from room to room and did indeed feel some sort of restlessness in one of them, Rose wrote. He held a service there, not exactly an exorcism, but it was driving out the evil spirit. Not necessarily driving out the evil spirit, but bringing tranquility. Like, you can stay as long as you're cool, man. The congregation of 3 Holy Communions and special prayers were said. I think the repose of the king's soul in the room in which he died. I think for the repose of the king's soul in which he died. Room for which he died. The Queen Mother herself died relatively a short time later at the age of 101 in 2002. It's unclear if she ever spoke about the haunting with any other members of the royal family, though. So I don't know. But yeah, you know, a big old place like that, as old as it is, yeah, I'm sure there's probably some hauntings there.
Oh, definitely. How could there not?
Yeah. It's kind of funny, you know, my friend that's over here today, Darcy and me came back from the store, and she's like, your house is like, what did she say, night at the museum when you're not here.
Oh, dear.
I'm like, yeah, that's normal. It's like, hear things moving and doors open and stuff. I'm like, yeah, it happens.
People and creatures just standing in the hall watching.
Yeah. Yeah, there's weird happenings here, but I'm so used to it, like, most of the time. It's like, oh, hey,
Just
here we
another
go.
night.
Just another, yeah. Another night
Just
for me. Just another strange encounter.
I lost the song that I was going for with that. Well, at Thanksgiving, we also have some crazy things happen, especially when family gets together. And I don't know if you guys have any crazy Thanksgiving stories. If you do, maybe later you can open a phone line or something. Someone could call in and tell their crazy story if they have one that can beat some of these. So I was scrolling through it, and in honor of the holiday, I thought I would share a couple of these. One glorious Thanksgiving, my mom and aunt decided to try edibles. Naturally, they made the rookie mistake of eating another after only 15 minutes because they weren't doing anything. Fast forward 2 hours, and mom is in full panic mode about whether or not the local ducks she feeds daily will starve overnight because there's no way she's in any fit state to go out and feed them. And my aunt is waking my uncle up every half hour asking him to tell her whether or not she's still breathing. So if you're going to eat the edibles, take it slow, spread it out, and give it at least 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I
told you about the first time I tried edibles, didn't I?
Do tell.
Yeah, our friend who's no longer here, Jen, she sent me these edibles from, your state of California there. I'd never really had them. I had, brownies and shit like that, but never had, the gummies and stuff. I got them, popped one of them. And it was like 20 minutes goes by. I'm like, yeah, these things must be duds, Took another one. And got in the car with Sam, and we went to Walmart or somewhere. And I don't know, maybe I ate another one or something. I'm like, hey, these things suck.
You probably did.
And man, I got to Walmart, and I felt fine until I opened the car door to get out. And then it was like the whole Walmart parking lot sucked into my head. And she didn't know I took anything, we're walking around in Walmart, and I was like, she's like, what? I said, here's the keys. She's like, what? I said, you're going to drive home. What did you do? And she doesn't even drive, Yeah, I'm kind of toasted.
That's
a good hour and 20 minutes for him to hit. Sorry, didn't mean to hijack.
Oh, no, it's okay. So these people, my grandpa and grandma got divorced, and grandpa eventually remarried. One Thanksgiving during the what are you most thankful for portion of dinner, my not-so-well grandpa stood up and declared that he regretted letting my grandma divorce him and that it was the biggest mistake of his life, right in front of his new wife. So that was probably an awkward dinner. I was going to go through and like cut some of these out, and I did not do that.
Yeah, funny. Royal said he forgot today was Wednesday. Don't worry, dude. You're not the only one. Jamie texted me today and she was like, "Hey, we still on tonight?" And I was like, "Oh shit, it's Wednesday." If she hadn't texted me, I wouldn't even have known. I was so out of it. I've only been doing the show for, how long have we been doing this? A couple of years now. Just totally randomly forgot. I did a show on Wednesdays.
I can't really think of like our craziest Thanksgiving. I mean, we've had a lot. I mean, and then whether it was Christmas or Thanksgiving is, kind of a blur. And I probably shouldn't share because there's family involved.
Yeah, that's usually the best ones,
Yeah, I got some good ones. I got some really good ones. Let's just say one family member was used as a ramrod to get out the door.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember one year that, we always used to do Thanksgiving at my grandparents' house. And, it was always a good, good wholesome family, my grandmother and grandparents. None of them were drinkers or anything like that. They were like all church type people, and everything was all, pretty straightforward. And I remember one year, one of my uncles showed up and he was just shit faced drunk. Oh man, it was like you could have heard a pin drop in that house. It was hilarious. He came in, he was that kind of slurry, sloppy drunk. He didn't stay too long. I was laughing, but nobody. Me and my brother were laughing, but nobody else thought it was funny. I was like, the tension's so thick you could cut it with a knife. But yeah,
I'm kind of trying to think like which ones didn't have some sort of an incident. Like, I think it's easier to think which one actually did not have some sort of an incident, or I don't know if there are any.
Sarah was supposed to had a bus accident a while back. The driver thought the edibles were candy and he was eating the whole bag. Oh, no.
That's why, California, they regulate like the THC in the whole bag. So it's like no matter what, the whole bag only equals to like this much. So each piece is like, a lot less. And they say they do that in case kids or an animal or something gets it, which, yeah, I get it. Like, in case somebody, catches it, if they eat one piece, it's not as potent. But you still get less in the bag and you have to eat like more and it costs more.
Yeah.
So that sucks because at first when they didn't do that, and then you would go to like the weed conventions.
Oh yeah.
You would get all sorts of samples, and by the time you hit all the sample tables and stuff, you had this whole slew of just different goodies, and it's like a body high that you can't even ever replicate again. Talk about trying to chase that dragon. It was like a feeling you can never copy again. But those are the good days. By Oaksterdam.
The good days.
But I do that a lot. Like, I'll start slow and then be like, these aren't doing anything. Take two more.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
I get
talking.
paranoid in the car.
I remember talking to you one night, and you You were showing me the ones that you got. Then I talked to you a little while later, and you were like, "Yeah, I ate them all." Like, oh my god, I'd be like in a fetal position on the floor, drooling.
Was I?
I say I would.
No, but was I?
No. This one is I don't know. I've seen a couple stories. It always makes me kind of wonder because I've seen a couple stories of this kind of thing going around, just different versions of it, but the same basic thing. And yeah, I'm not saying it's not real, but it just makes me wonder when I see like several of them hit the news all at once. Video of security guard talking to a ghost goes viral in Argentina. I forget where the other one was, but it was the same similar kind of thing. Let me put my glasses on. Maybe I can read. Holy crap! There's actually letters up here. I got a little video of this too.
You said butter?
Say what? Butter? I can read butter. Filmed by a security CCTV camera at the Pinochetto Sanitarium Care Center in Buenos Aires, Argentina earlier this year. The eerie clip, which was recorded at 3 a.m. that witching hour, shows the guard sitting at his desk in the reception area when the automatic doors suddenly open all by themselves. The guard proceeds to get up out of his chair, walk over to remove the barrier as though he's letting someone pass through. Yet the footage shows quite clearly that nobody has entered the building. Even stranger is the fact that the guard can be seen talking to and gesturing, as well as writing something on his clipboard, as though having a conversation with someone and noting down their details. He then walks to the back, grabs the wheelchair, and appears to motion someone to sit in it. What really makes this whole situation remarkable, however, was the later revelation that the guard himself had apparently witnessed an old woman enter the building at that time. He had let her through the barrier, spoken to her, and even pulled out a wheelchair for her. It turned out, however, that woman in question had died the previous day.
Oh, damn.
So did the guard actually meet and interact with the woman's ghost in the early hours of the morning? I saw another video where a guy that was working, I don't know where he was working, some factory or something, and the security guard or one of his friends or whatever was watching, on camera, and saw him turn around and was like talking to somebody. And, the camera shows him talking, him moving, but there's nobody there that you can see. And the dude radios him. And he's like, who are you talking to, man? And he tells him, oh, it's my friend so-and-so, another guy that worked there. And he was like, he died 2 days ago.
Damn.
So, yeah, the video for this one, see if I can find it. See if it'll play. I'm going to turn the volume down because, well, what the hell? I'll see if
Viernes 3:30 de la madrugada.
Nope, I'm going to turn the volume down. Let me stop it. Yep. Okay, here we go. You can see the guy sitting there, and the doors open, and you see him get up, and he's interacting with something. What? We don't know. Here we go. Oh, you gonna play, or are you not gonna play? There we go. So the doors open up front. Gets up with his clipboard. He's like, oh yeah, come on in.
Did something just throw? What was that like by the desk? I thought I saw something like get thrown or. Oh, it's a.
Yeah, it's my mouth. So he's like talking and gesturing to something that's, he's like obviously talking to somebody. He's like, oh yeah, come in here. Let me get a wheelchair for you. Stand right over here. I'll go get it for you. He's like, oh, okay. You don't want a chair? You want to get no? Okay, you can go that way. Yeah, kind of weird. And it goes on and it's talking, but it was all in, some other.
He wasn't like sleep talking like that chick on that TikToks that we watch.
I don't
How
know.
she like talks to stuff like when she's sleeping.
I don't know. I mean, they were asking him, what he was doing, and he was describing the woman, that's been in there before. I was talking to her. She came in, blah, blah, blah. The old lady that lives in wherever. And they were like, she died yesterday.
Oh, wow. That's kind of interesting then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't think that, well, you said other people posted the same story?
Well, no, I've seen other stories like this.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what, it always makes me wonder. You see one, then you see another one and another one. They're all kind of about the same thing, but just different stories,
Because that one didn't really, I mean, people have staged things and done stuff like that, but it didn't really look like staged, like the
Yeah.
staged ones. He
Yeah.
legitimately looked like I mean, anybody could walk around pretend they're talking, just, like hit that door and
Yeah.
do it from the desk and then, walk around. But then, like, what's the point?
Yeah. And even when she, appeared to be walking away at the end, he was kind of like scratched his head, like, well, that was kind of weird.
Yeah, like, she don't need the chair. Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like, you probably supposed to have to get her a wheelchair and stuff, and all of a sudden she don't need it. Maybe she came, maybe he used to talk to her all the time, and she came back to show him, I don't need the chair anymore. I'm okay.
Yeah. Perhaps.
Just making up stories.
Yeah. Maybe he was giving her directions. Yeah. Go through the light. Don't go in the TV, Caroline. Who knows? That my story that when one of my friends died, I came home. I didn't know he had died. I came home and saw him out the back window, and I'm like, what the hell is he standing in the backyard for? Come on in. He wasn't out there. And then the phone rang, and I found out, oh, yeah, he died in a car wreck a couple hours earlier, probably previous to that. And I'm like, no, I just saw him. And it wasn't apparition looking. It
Was that by
like,
your window? The one that came by your window?
yeah, standing outside the back porch window.
That
Yeah,
trips
dude.
me out.
He looked like, it looked like you or me standing there. Wasn't no, couldn't see through him. Wasn't no ghostly. It looked like a person that I knew very well standing there.
And that'd be where he would have went if he was in trouble or something happened or he wanted to see. Like, you totally would have been the person.
It was weird. I don't know.
Because of my mom's like phone call from my grandpa and the other stuff like that, I totally believe that's like so possible.
Strange.
All right. What do we have? UFO spotted glowing in the sky over Slovakia. She's got it on film. Of course, it's nighttime. It's hard to get a point of, reference where it's at, what's going on. But we got there was so much UFO stuff this week.
Is this the one with the video?
Yeah. It's telling me continue reading on the app. Earlier I could just Earlier, I could just read it. Oh, there it is. Expand article. Okay. UFO enthusiasts know that the objects in question come in different varieties. There are classic flying saucers. There are the Tic Tacs, or oblong craft reported by several military pilots. There are the triangle-shaped UFOs. And then there are the orbs. Orb-style UFOs recently made national news during the congressional hearings after a congressman asked for answers on a case from more than 50 years ago when a glowing red orb appeared over a military missile installation in Montana. But this one was nowhere near the US. Rather, the strange glowing light appeared in the sky in Slovakia in Eastern Europe. The video looks to be of a strange, blinding light in the sky over a small village. In the video, the light hovers in place for several long moments, becoming brighter in immersions before finally vanishing altogether. What is it? A drone? A flare? It's certainly not the moon, and eyewitnesses say that it didn't behave like a drone or a flare either. People all over the world want to know what it is and what we're dealing with when it comes to these UFOs. Though the U.S. government has finally, after nearly a century, started to take the UFO situation seriously, it is clear this is not a problem that concerns our country alone. There are lots of people in lots of places who are finding UFOs, and they all want answers. In the comments, viewers agree. I've lived in Slovakia since I was born. I can say something weird is happening above us. Another one says he's got footage that would blow your mind. So we take a look at this and see what you all think.
Yeah, pretty weird looking. I mean, it's hard to tell, just bright light, but
I can't breathe.
yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Very peculiar. Yeah, I've seen a few things that, I'm just like baffled. I don't know what the heck they are. It's easy to say, oh, it's a drone. Oh, it's a, it's
balloon.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's also easy to say it's a damn UFO, man. Unidentified flying object. Don't you see it?
Exactly.
And and then again, it makes me wonder, how many secret. I mean, we had the secret last week. We had, did the one on the secret, spaceship that came back after being 2 years in orbit. It's a secret spaceship. Who knows how many secret spaceships we have that are flying around, we don't know what the hell they are because they're a secret.
And not even just our country. Like, how many other countries have secret stuff?
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, I segued perfectly into this. I didn't even plan it. Damn, I like when things happen.
Happy accidents.
Roy wants to know what's on the menu for tomorrow. I'm going somewhere for Thanksgiving, but then I'm coming back. And I'm the traditional turkey, green beans, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, stuffing, apple pie, pumpkin pie, and I don't know what else. Thought I was getting away without cooking a damn thing this year.
That's what I thought.
Speaking of secret stuff, the case of the 1942, see, man, secret's been going on forever. 1942 Ghost Blimp L8 remains a mystery 80 years on. This really wasn't a secret so much, but it's a secret to what happened to them, I guess, is what I should be saying. 1942, an airship disappeared, then reappeared a few hours later with all of its crew missing. What in the tarnation is going on here? How does that happen? The blimp, designated L8, was the United States Navy L-class airship, which took off from Treasure Island, San Francisco. I was going to say down in Florida, but nope, Treasure Island, San Francisco, California, and promptly disappeared over the ocean near Fort Funston. Wasn't fun for them that day. Maybe it was. I don't know. Maybe they're... When it reappeared again a few hours later, however, something was wrong. The airship was acting as though nobody was in control of it. In a short time, it came down south of San Francisco. Man, some of these people don't know how to write articles. Maybe I don't know how to read one either. Upon investigating the crash site, investigators discovered, to their surprise, there was no trace whatsoever of the two crew members who had been on board when the blimp had taken off. Even stranger still was the fact that the parachutes and emergency raft were all accounted for on the airship's radio system, and the airship's radio systems were all functioning normally, meaning that if there had been a problem, neither of the crew members had made any attempt whatsoever to signal for assistance. What's more, there was no evidence of any damage or mishap that might have befallen the airship. It seemed as though the crew had just jumped out the door over the ocean for no apparent reason. An extensive search and investigation into the incident ultimately yielded no explanation, and no trace of the two crew members has ever been found. Even today, 80 years later, what happened to them remains a total mystery. I ain't going to say aliens, but it was probably aliens. Either that or they saw a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow and jumped out thinking that it was real. I don't know. What do you think? Weird looking blimp, though.
Big time. 1942?
Yep. Yeah, he sure saw the Phoenix lights in 96. They say, oh, that didn't happen. But yeah, I've talked to several people that are like, dude, I saw it happen.
Well, this ranch owner claims Bigfoot snuck onto her land and she caught it on camera. And I looked to see if I could find a video. I didn't see a video. I just saw this picture of the foot. So, I don't know. Everything else just looked like an ad.
Yeah.
A ranch owner thinks Bigfoot has broken onto her land before being snapped by a camera, but others think she may be nuts. One moment.
It's a damn flying dilly.
If I eat the Altoid like right before I'm about to read, then it burns as I'm trying to read.
Ah.
The woman from Mendocino County, Northern California, was posting in the Bigfoot subreddit, appearing to claim that a Sasquatch had made its way onto her and her husband's ranch in a Sasquatch hotspot. First, she posted an image of what appears to be a large footprint in the snow. she found while out hunting with her husband. My husband and I were up in Northern California on our last hunt of the year and found this. Found some others as well. It measured about 15 inches, she wrote. That's not that big, is it? I mean, like, think about basketball players' feet and stuff.
You know what they say about big feet and big hands? I don't know.
I mean, like, is that like huge? Well, how big is normally a Bigfoot foot?
How big is a Bigfoot foot? Really, Bigfoot foot? I don't know.
How big is Bigfoot foot? Is Bigfoot foot?
I've seen some that look like a normal, like just big size footprint. And then I've seen some that are like big ass Bigfoot.
I don't know. I'll have to look that up after. So yeah, 15 inches. The woman later updated keen followers on the thread with more information and pictures from her trail camera. She added that her other camera that she stationed up high was completely missing. She said again, behind locked gates, private ranch, no public access. Nobody could wander in accidentally. I'm open to debunking other thoughts. I believe, but I don't want to make something out of nothing. I just don't have an explanation. Also, lights, wood knocking, and whoops were heard. Along the paragraph were several photos, two of a gray and furry creature right up in the camera lens, and one of a footprint with large bullets beside it for size reference. So wait, was that furry thing supposed to be? I don't know, but I don't know if like this was supposed to be the furry picture. I saw that in the article and didn't know what the hell, so I just didn't even. Yeah, it says woman was mystified by a furry creature right up on the camera lens.
Furry schlong.
That's his, yeah. Like that Saturday Night Live with King Kong.
Yeah.
It was going into a dense forest. It's on a private ranch, no ins and outs to the public. The woman, I said that. Oh. Okay, so the photos. Debunking the mystery. The first post garnered many people thought the creature was in fact a squirrel, having seen the gray fur. To me, the first two pictures looks like a squirrel, possibly jumping in front of the camera. Second especially looks like the beginning of a tail on the left-hand side and the tip of the tail curling back down to the right, was another comment. 59 years ago, a group of children playing in the Mendocino County woods allegedly encountered Bigfoot. They said it was 8 foot tall and hairy. The Bigfoot Researchers Organization, founded in 1995, has collected over a dozen sightings of Sasquatch in Mendocino County. And we've got Mendocino County out here, gone camping there many, many times, gone hiking in the forests. I have not ever gone out specifically looking for Bigfoot, but I've never had any sort of a Bigfoot type experience out there. No, I want to see, like, what's the average shoe size for... What's the average shoe size for a basketball player? Okay, 14.81. Or okay, 17 Andre, whoever has a size 17 shoe. So yeah, men can have, like regular men can have feet big like that, and if they've got big feet, they're probably tall and could probably take down a camera. Do we think it's a Sasquatch? Yeah, the bullets are for size. They don't even say if those are 30-06 or 223.
looked like maybe 223. It looks kind of narrow for a Bigfoot. I'm no Bigfoot expert. I'm just blabbing at the mouth, but it looks kind of narrow. Most Bigfoot feet that I've seen, prints or whatever, they seem pretty wide.
Yeah.
Could be.
And wouldn't there be like when Clyde's did like kind of like fuzzy, like where the hair like steps down some, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know what to think about that one.
Damn, 22.
Where was the other footprints? There's one footprint?
Yeah, really? That's the best one?
Oh, dang. Size 22.5 triple E. What does triple E even mean? That is 22 3 times over?
No, that's the width.
Oh. That's scary.
Yeah. Speaking of scary, I think you hooked me up with this one. Because, like I say, I didn't even know it was Wednesday, so I was way behind the But stunned mom spots totally naked woman riding a Harley Davidson down the motorway. Hey, let your freak flag fly. Oh, I forgot to wear my freak flag, so I'm just letting my birthday suit air out. Maybe that's what she was doing. I
can't believe I don't have a freak flag handy.
Whoa. My headset's falling off my head. Oh, where's the come on.
Bro.
I know I got more than that. Where is it at? Come on.
2 turntables and a microphone.
Good grief. Okay, there's the picture I was looking for. And it's a struggle to make this thing work right tonight. Okay, yeah, here's scary. Imagine you're cruising down the road and you just, look over and you see, hey, naked lady riding Harley. Be like, what in the hoo-ha? Is there hoo-ha hanging out?
Hoo-ha?
Middle-aged woman stunned motorist after she was spotted riding a Harley Davidson motorbike completely naked. Tiffany Kundalini.
Wanted to feel the wind through her hair.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to ride a bike, you might as well feel the air on your skin, right?
Yeah.
Tiffany Kundalini filmed the nude biker out of the window of her car near Buzzard Beach, Lake County, USA. Where's Buzzard Beach, Lake County? I don't know. That's where they ride motorcycles naked. She initially thought that the brazen rider was wearing just some flesh-colored leggings, but then was mortified when she realized the truth. She was mortified. Good grief. She needed like a safe
In this day and age, really?
Yeah, really. The clip shows a woman completely starkers as she straddles the monster motorbike speeding along U.S. highway with a fat flag. I about said with a fag flopping. That would have got me kicked off. With a flag flopping behind her. Tiffany yells, "Oh my God!" She realizes the motorcyclist was in the buff. Poor Tiffany was traumatized by this incident.
Seriously?
She posted the video on social media alongside with the caption, "Only in Lake County, Florida." Where was it at? Where there? Yeah, it was in Florida. Go figure, right?
Okay, you live in Florida, you see bikinis and stuff. You barely see an ass if she has a thong, okay? And now her arms are covering her boot. Like, seriously, this is traumatizing.
According to Tiffany, she was shocked. The mom was driving back from her son's party when the moment occurred. Speaking after the incident, she said, "So I sped up a little, and she's naked." She was looking straight ahead, not paying attention to anybody. She claimed the woman approached a set of traffic lights and braked to allow the cars to turn on the County Road 473 before jumping the lights after that. "If I was naked, I wouldn't stop at a traffic light either," the motorist added. Well, maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't. Well, hell, what I want, did I want to know the rest of the story? Did she get on the motorcycle naked intentionally? Did her clothes blow off? Did
Was it a
someone
dare?
Was it a dare? Did someone
Did she
steal
lose a
her?
bet?
Did she just say, "Fuck it, I'm going riding today, and I'm going riding naked"?
Running out, taking her man's motorcycle on the way out. I'd be
Yeah,
just worried about the fact that there's no leather. I mean, like,
yeah,
no skid plates, the
yeah,
road rash. I mean, no helmet.
yeah. She
Do
falls
you have
off that.
helmet laws in Florida?
No, I always
Are you,
wore one, but I won't say I always wore one, but yeah, if I on my commute back and forth to work every day, yeah, I wear a helmet because I'd be on like I-95 or something, doing 80 miles an hour. And dude, when a bug hits you in the face going 80 miles an hour, I don't care what any biker says, that shit hurts. And, and it can cause you to eat it bad. So,
my
yeah.
cousin worked with my dad, and he rode bikes. And my dad was a biker. And my dad was looking at his helmet one day, and there's like a little hairline fracture. My dad says, "You need to get that fixed." He says, "No, I'm all right." Blah 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 blah. Well, he wore that helmet. He was going around a turn too fast at Dave and Buster's one night. Hit a fence. Head split open. The helmet just completely cracked apart, and yeah, he passed away.
Mm,
So it's not a sissy thing to wear helmets.
yeah.
It could save your life.
Yeah.
That's why I see her like that, like not, any
Yeah. I had,
sort of leather skid plate. That's just
yeah.
scary.
I had a couple. I still have a couple of helmets, but the one I would wear the most was the full face helmet with the shield. And
Yeah.
the day I got it, I don't know, it was within a day or two of owning it. I was cruising down 95 and I don't know, a nut bolt or something fell off the car, bounced in the highway, and bam, hit me right in the face. Put a
Oh.
big old chink in my face mask. And I mean, if I hadn't been wearing that thing, man, I would have been I would have probably
Oh.
I'd have probably ate it hard.
That could
Doing it.
break your bones.
Yeah. Not to mention falling off the bike going down the interstate. That would have sucked.
Very big on bike safety. Okay. So the next one's another alien story. There's a hunt for a crashed alien spaceship that hit Earth and is laying at the bottom of the sea. You love bugging the eye. How about when you're like, yeah, and it gets stuck in the back of your throat? The hunt has begun for a crashed alien spaceship off the coast of Australia. Astrophysicist Avi is convinced a meteor from outside of our solar system that splashed down in 2014 is actually ET technology. And he's now fully funded for a 1.9 million pound mission to retrieve the UFO laying at the bottom of the Pacific. The meteor soared through the skies near Papua New Guinea at more than 100,000 miles per hour before hitting Earth near Manus Island, according to NASA. U.S. Space Command officials have said the meteor, measuring just 1.5 feet across, was indeed an interstellar object. Loeb said our discovery in an interstellar meteor heralds a new research frontier. The fundamental question is whether any interstellar meteor might indicate a composition that is unambiguously artificial in origin. Better still, perhaps some technological components would survive the impact. Loeb wants to scoop up the artificial object from the bottom of the Pacific with a magnet to examine it. He believes retrieving it could fulfill a lifelong dream of getting his hands on alien technology. The material is tougher than iron, so the question is whether it's just an unusual rock or perhaps a spacecraft from another civilization, he said. I was able to retrieve full funding for this expedition, and we will scoop the ocean floor and figure out the composition of the object. My dream is to press some buttons on a functional piece of equipment that was manufactured outside of Earth. So, yeah. So we shall see meteor or spacecraft. This man has the money to find out.
Yeah, I watched the movie on this. The video, I think it was the same thing. And they did dive on it, and they did, find it. And, it was one of those things where they found it and they didn't, at first they were like, it's man-made, but no, why does it turn black when we touch it? And it's concrete. No, we're not really sure what it is.
What do you mean turn black when they touch it?
And one of the divers said when they touched it, it turned black.
And then it would change colors back?
I didn't quite understand the whole thing, but strangeness.
Because, like stuff from like space will hit the water and then turn black when it cools. Like when it lands in the water, it changes color, like spaceship parts.
Yeah. I don't know. We watched it the other night. If it's the same one I'm thinking of, it's the one that's under, it's under the water, under the ocean. It looks like the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. I hope they do a part 2 on it. Because I think I kind of like faded out at the end. What's new? But I think they retrieved a chunk of it and they brought it up. And they're going to try to determine what it is actually. They were coming up with all kind of theories. Maybe it was a spaceship. Maybe it was part of a, underground city that used to be there years and years ago.
Oh, I have another story I put on Facebook about underground, or I put it somewhere. An underground city they just found that they're like digging up. It's almost like Stonehenge.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I saw that.
Under the water. Oh, I forgot. I was going to read the article about... I'll have to do that next week. The guy who got mad because he didn't get his sauce with his Wendy's meal.
Yeah.
I'll do that next week.
Well, I got one last one here that is... it's this one. Right, yeah. 2 cities in Mexico are said to be protected by a nearby alien base. Aliens are like, don't worry, we got your back, SA. I think I do have another one after this, maybe. Wait a minute.
I wish I had some gummy bears.
Gummy bears. Gummy worms? Gummy bears.
Either or.
Many residents of Madero and Tampico believe nearby extraterrestrials are protecting their cities from hurricanes. Come on over to Florida, dudes. Mexico has long been something of a hotspot for UFO lore, with its capital, Mexico City, being the center of a set of sightings that put the country on the map back in the early 1990s. Even today, parts of Mexico are home to a thriving community of believers, and perhaps nowhere is more evident than the cities of Madero and Tampico. For years, many locals have believed their homes have been protected from hurricanes and other extreme weather events by an extraterrestrial base situated a few miles off Miramar Beach. What's weird is that this particular area genuinely does have an uncanny knack for avoiding destructive weather. The recent tropical storm Carl, for instance, it's out of gas. For instance, made a sudden turn away from the shoreline and missed it altogether. This isn't an isolated incident. Many believe that the base named Amupak, maybe, has been protecting them for as much as 50 years. Both cities were ravaged by hurricanes in 1955 and 1966. The aspect of local culture has made the region something of a tourist hotspot, with many shops and stores selling extraterrestrial themed merchandise. There's also been a number of UFO sightings in the area over the decades. While it's impossible to corroborate the alien base claims or the idea that extraterrestrial intervention has been protecting the local populace, there's certainly something intriguing about this whole thing. So, who knows? That's the lore in 2 Mexican cities. I could say, hey, where I live, St. Augustine hasn't been hit by a hurricane since 1964. But, a direct hit anyways.
Yeah.
We seem to live in a little arm pocket of the state that, hurricanes are coming right for us and then they turn and go somewhere else. But one of these days, we're going to get
To the moon.
Yep. I mean, the last 2 that were just hurricane category of a 1. I mean, they ripped a new ass all the way down the coastline here.
Let's see. I know it's a little bit early for Christmas, but
Home Depot.
you can order, now and have it ready by Christmas if you were to want something like this. The sex robot firm releases a new fleet of dolls buyers can customize for Christmas.
Can I get one with a glowing red nose?
You probably could. Like the nose glows when...
Yep.
Ding! A firm that specializes in creating ultra lifelike customizable sex robots has released its latest range just in time for the holidays, which users can customize. Real Doll, a US-based firm, tweeted to their 23,000 followers saying that they had released 2 new models just in time for people to buy them for Christmas. 2 new bodies and faces. What? Just in time for the holidays? Their official page stated on November 17. Alongside the post was a picture of one of the new models, Xandra 1.0. The firm says they use an AI-driven robotic doll system powered by the technology developed over the past several years. The dolls can form expressions, move its head, and even speak. The eyes can also move and blink, creating an experience never before possible with any doll, the makers said. But I think we've seen better dolls than that already. Remember?
Yeah.
The lady that sat down and was talking to that one?
Yeah.
The dolls are designed to run with customizable AI software X mode, which allows buyers to create unique personalities and control the voice of their robot, the website adds. The head also features a safety lock to lock the neck in place when needed for posing or play. The dolls come with multiple breast options, nipple details, vaginal styles, which add to the price. To add freckles. Say what?
Can I get one for Christmas that smells like fruitcake?
You probably could. To add freckles, you get The new car smell. To add freckles to the body and face costs that cool $450, whilst a transgender converter in the form of a dildo that can be added to the doll is an extra $500.
Ooh, high money for them.
Well,
Don't.
$499 for doll dildo.
As long as it's under 500, I'm good.
Yeah. It follows news of a new breakthrough in printed skin that gives robots a sense of touch just like humans. Researchers at the, of course, California Institute of Technology, Caltech, have developed the technology. The technology has been created to help robots detect pollution or even examine luggage in an airport for explosives.
Okay. That's a day job.
Humans could use it to control a robotic arm and feel feedback from a distance using the squishy robot. Wait. Humans could use it to control a robotic arm and, quote, feel feedback from a distance using the, quote, squishy robot flesh. And that's all they say about that.
Leave that up to your imagination.
And see, the other one, like when they went in there, it wasn't just. It was like down to the eyeballs, the eyelashes. They had rows and rows of different arms, different. You know what I mean? It was like you literally picked each thing out how you wanted the hair to look. You know, just every freaking like a sim.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know, you know.
Those ones I don't know. Yeah, they had the AI also, because like I said, that lady sat down and was talking to that one when it was like trying to flirt with her, and the lady was like, nah.
It would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Until it bit your, it turns on you.
This one's got a pretty mouth.
Isn't got a pretty mouth. I didn't know there was a garbage disposal in there with big metal teeth.
I seen an article the other day about vaginas with teeth.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The myth of vaginas with teeth.
Let's see, in the emergency room. Well, how did you lose your penis, Mr. Rodriguez? Well, I stuck it in there, and the damn thing had teeth, and it ground it up.
The damn tutu bit me.
My damn robotic sex partner bit my wiener off.
She's been doing too many Kegels and snapped it in half. Dennis Rodman on Surreal Life the other night announced that he's broken his dick like 3 times. They asked him, how you break your dick 3 times? Diving in. So he says he went to dive into a chick, broke it because he missed. And I'm thinking how terrifying it'd be for the chick to have like Rod, like what was he up on the rings of like a WW like ring, jumping like diving in.
Yeah.
Just a side story that was funny.
Wow, that's a mental image that, man.
Yeah.
Diving in. I do have a friend of mine that broke his wiener. He wasn't diving in, but let's just say the girl was on top. Riding
yeah.
boogie. And it was a sight to behold.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I was like, dang. I think
it says swelled like.
Yeah, I was my friend's mom met his girlfriend for the first time in the room, in the hospital room, and you know, she had never met her, and she was like, "Oh, so you're the girl that broke my son's penis?" Yes, ma'am, that's me. Hey,
damn.
It'll be first at something.
Damn.
Yeah, you know, worse things could have happened, I suppose. Where is my last one at? It's a weird one.
I think I might skip my last one so then we have time to do
Yeah,
cards.
let's just go to that one. It's 122. Yeah, let's just go to the cards.
Do you have a funny one though? I mean, mine's like another like, what was mine? Mine has to do with UFO witnesses speak out from the government, so it's just like another boring one. But if yours is funny, say yours, and then we can have people start thumbsing up in a chat if you want to have your cards read. We both have the same deck, the empaths oracle, so we'll take turns reading from the same deck. So if you want your names, if you'd like a card, put a yes or a thumbs up. First come, first serve, and then you can read while I start getting the list together if you want.
Okay. Yeah, it's not a serious one, but it's models that strip naked and pose with giant fish for the 2023 erotic carp calendar. Who's going to sign up and get a copy of the erotic carp calendar?
Did you?
Not yet. A fishing calendar that is a feast for the eyes includes 12 beautiful ladies. I'm sorry, but this first girl that they show right here, she looks like 12. So I'm kind of even like, I'm probably going to like be investigated when you're reading this. It's a calendar that's a feast for the eyes for 12 beautiful ladies posing with carp for every month of the year. Can you believe it? The Carpenizer Carp Calendar for 2023, which costs €16.20, is a niche market. It's a niche market, really? Wow.
Didn't know that.
But it's been produced in Germany for avid fishers, and it's offering, much like every other year, features scantily clad models posing with giant carp who were caught before they were handed to the girls to hold while they posed. For the 2021 calendar, the images were shot over several weeks at Lake Fishabali. I don't know how to say that. A carp fishing hotspot in Brittany, France. Calendar creator Hendrik Polar from Germany said then, fishing is one of the biggest hobbies in the world, and the Carpenizer Erotic Carp Calendar is conquering the world. He explained the calendar is popular for two reasons. What are they? Can you guess? One, the idea is very special, but very easy. Two, most men love to go fishing, and they also love beautiful women. So why not combine them? Hendrick added the shoot for the calendar was very elaborate. Everything must be perfect good weather, beautiful models, and perfect carp, which must be caught beforehand. So it could take hours or even days to take each photo. A selection of the images from the calendar show a variety of women in striking beachwear, and some even braless, while covering modestly with a vest or jacket, or the carp as they pose with the huge fish. Anyways, rambles on more. But hey, you can get your erotic 2023 carp calendar. Just Google it, look it up. You can order them. It's not make-believe, it's real. Sexy fish. Yep. Zariana says, nope. Wolfie, sex dolls and calendars. That's what we've evolved to, sex dolls and calendars here on Weird Wednesday.
Where did Rob go? Oh, Rob. Okay, well, while we wait for Rob to come on, I'll go. There's Rob.
Fucking sex dolls and calendars.
There you are.
Yeah, and my computer goes black. It's like, we're warning you. Yeah, just shut off right in the middle of the show.
Do you want to go first, or would you like me to go first?
I don't care. You can go.
We got 6 people. Okay. I got Lori first.
I'm just trying to figure out how to open the box. I'm special.
And I really like so far. I used this once last night with Jeffrey, and okay, let's see, we got Sherry. The book is beautiful. Like, it doesn't just have the black and white pictures, it's got the actual color pictures of the card, nice paper. There you go, Larry. And I like the way that they feel in my hands. They're very, very light cards. This is what the backs look like.
They're quite pretty.
They are very pretty. I did one pull last night.
Yeah, that's what I liked about this deck too. Is I'm always drawn to certain decks, and that sounds weird. I better try to say that. I'm drawn to certain decks, but I'm drawn to certain decks because of the artwork, and this one is what drew me in about this one. Was I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of it's not like a super bold artwork, but it's it's kind of light, but striking. If that makes any sense. I'm just rambling. Just tell me shut up.
Plus, let's see. Hello, Steve. I like the messages. I just like this a lot already, I can tell. Yeah. So Lori, you got trusting in destiny. The basic message of this painting is absolute trust in the process of the human experience. The woman shown in this card has become one with her path and can even influence it by trusting in her life's purpose. A finger is placed on her throat and silences her, representing that the magic of our path and our power to influence it is something beyond the realm of words. Are we going to read like the imagery part or the deeper meaning part?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how to get my glasses to stay on.
Because these ones are pretty long.
Yeah, I was just going to do the basic meaning.
Yeah, I'm going to do the deeper meanings, and then maybe screenshot it for them.
Yeah.
Destiny is a difficult term because it implies that everything is running on its proper course and that the universe is unfolding exactly how it's meant to. This can be hard to accept when we have awareness of the world's horrors and suffering, not to mention the challenges we are faced with in our own lives. And Wolfie's next. See. If quantum physics, which is after all science, is to be believed, everything in reality is unfolding at its own proper pace. We don't need to understand the reason for everything, but we must know, even in the darkest times, that there is some reason behind it. There is a purpose behind what we are experiencing, and there is a purpose to this life even when the going gets rough. It is a miracle to be alive and to be conscious. When we take a perspective of gratitude towards the gift of life, many of our personal issues can come into better perspective. So you got Wolfie. I'm going to send this to Miss Lori so she get the full thing.
All right. This card is can't read it yet. What is it? I don't know. Activating empathic magic. The essential theme for the card is analyzing what the term magic, means in our lives. Understanding the life itself is the greatest act of esoteric ritual, utilizing metaphysical tools designed for empathic growth. Imagery for the card. This card's multi layered painting depicts a person who has created an invisible friend to make life more exciting. In relation to the card's creative meaning, it's clear that we are the magicians in charge of our own lives. In a sense, every action and thought is a spell, and the whole experience in life is one grand ritual drama. The person in this picture is a warrior of possibilities and a creator of reality. How much magic we see in the world around us ultimately depends on ourselves. Again, there's the imagery for the card.
I've got Miss Wolfie. Are you going to send them pictures too?
Yeah, I could do that.
I'm just screenshotting the card and then the description. Okay, for Miss Wolfie, what do we got? I love how light these cards are. Confronting inner demons. And I'll send this to Wolfie so that you can have a copy of it also. We all have little demons that can insidiously infiltrate our God's given positivity on a regular basis. Some may say these demons are part of our psyche, while others may say that they are external sentient beings. Personally, I believe both can be possible simultaneously. Pulling this card is an indication that you must invoke the necessary confidence it takes to look into those shadowy spaces of the emotional body. Anger is a theme of this card. Anger is what can be termed a secondary emotion, meaning it is a feeling that manifests due to an underlying emotion, such as sadness rooted in trauma or low self-esteem. Details and personal histories aside, we are all capable of moving on with our lives, even if the process of lightening the emotional baggage takes a long time. With patience gifted towards ourselves, we can gain more solid and realistic control of our thoughts and emotions. Our thoughts and emotions and experiences are only aspects of ourselves because in the end we are pure spirit. So I'll send that. And then you've got Azariana.
This is Bonding with the rhythm of life. Essential themes are asking how and why everything is meant to be, noticing the cyclical nature of plants, animals, and the natural world, surrendering to that which is unknown. The imagery of the card, the intricate painting for this card unveils layers of reality that exist within the human mind, consciousness, and earthly experience. The eternal and inseparable connection of everything that lives and exists in the central message of this picture. The deeper meaning is everything is meant to be, right? This is an excruciating theory to accept, but we find this message repeating over and over across time, cultures, and religion. It's okay to doubt doubt at times, not least on account of the world's incomprehensible horrors, but somehow the outlook on life echoes inside the heart of every empath, even if we can't entirely understand how or why. The rhythm of life is evolution and expansion. Scientific fields currently recognize the empathy as a primary key in human animalistic evolution. If everything is meant to be, then empathy is a force that propels things into the proper place. If this card carried a single word, it would be surrender. Spiritual surrender is a requirement for bonding with the universal flow of life. Although it feels safe and comforting to always be in control of our lives, there is so much that we are not directly in control of. We're bound to physical reality at this point in our soul's journey. We must accept it if we wish to create any semblance of peace. It's not always easy to exist in the physical vessel. These fragile bodies sometimes need all we can do and trust in the process. Is trust in the process.
I've got Janice, and then you've got Royal. And then I'll have Sherry, and then I think that's everybody. Alchemizing confusion into clarity card. This is Janice. In some readings, this may indicate an urgent need to transform your mental state. If this card comes up, please consider talking to a therapist, psychiatrist, or a trusted friend. Consider the necessity of self-care as a way to combat emotional burnout. This card may also indicate a need to reconsider social situations and relationships. What is mutually beneficial and what is draining? We've all been there. Despondent, anxious, on edge, panicked, and utterly confused about what the heck is going on. For empaths, this panic state is often the result of emotional overload that results from the interplay of external emotional energies mixing with our inner emotional perceptions. We all deserve to be safe, happy, and healthy. It's ridiculously easy to give into the mind's hamster wheel of self-sabotage thinking, to become fixated on the drama of everyday life, to feel like we are perpetual victims of circumstance, but we aren't. Everything is a process. Our problem-solving brains may trick us into believing the worst about ourselves and others, but this is ultimately our brains tricking us into inaccurate conclusions. Hey, Jason, happy Thanksgiving. And of course, Debbie. And then you've got Royal.
All right. Manifesting the future. I'm digging the artwork on this one for sure. It's speaking to me. Manifesting the future. The essential themes: knowing the future will be a brighter place than the past, doing work every day to keep the ball rolling in a positive direction, gaining trust in the universe that everything is going according to a plan. The imagery: the man in this picture has gained control over his destiny. He is mentally building his future with thoughts and sending his ideas to the universe to manifest in front of him. As you can see, the man in this card is looking directly at you, the reader. As your eyes meet his, remember that you are in the center of the universe, your universe. The deeper meaning is an ancient occult truth that has been rewrapped in modern terminology is the law of attraction. We attract experiences and life lessons based on our vibrational state. Our thoughts help create our lives, help create the lives we experience. Our thoughts hold great power in directing the flow of our experiences and our responses to life's ups and downs. As virtually all spiritual paths affirm, you are a spark of God, or gods. Your spirit experiencing itself. You are the great architect of your life. You have the unique opportunity to choose which emotions and thoughts you nourish, and to recognize those that do not serve a greater purpose. Life can be incredibly confusing at times. When we sensitive souls look into the future, it may not always be clear. This is a source of anxiety. We may see glimpses of our likely future, yet we know it awaits determination. Sometimes all we can do is trust in the universe and try the best while we're at it. Pretty cool card.
Mm. All right, our last two. I've got Sherry, and then you've got Miss Debbie. For Sherry, we got celebrating the world's diversity. Way at the end. It can be so easy to get caught up in our own experiences of life that we forget the beauty of the world around us. At times, it can be challenging to keep perspective of the world outside our personal spheres. To see ourselves more clearly, we can research and rejoice at the incredible diversity of human culture, flora, fauna, natural environments, and the infinite expanse of the universe around us. It's normal for highly empathetic people to feel abnormal, weird, or alien. So what? This is a reason to celebrate. There's nothing wrong with us. We are part of the spectrum of human diversity. We have a very special role in this life and in the lives of those we touch. Blessings to all empaths for our inherent state of understanding and curiosity that transcends all sociocultural differences. This world is our playground and our school. What an incredible blessing it is to be a student.
Yeah, we're pretty much all students. No matter how much you know, there's always more to learn.
That's our job here, I think.
Yeah.
We have to keep coming back so we get it right.
All right, Debbie. It is the Healing with Mother Nature card. wow. I love it when I just open the book and bam.
Right to it.
It's got to mean something, right?
I think so.
Healing with Mother Nature. Remember the essential themes of the card. Remembering that there is no separation between ourselves and nature. Respecting our place on Earth and the brief moment we exist here. Engaging with the natural world around us and honoring her gifts. The imagery on this card. The image on this card illustrates the core of our being. We are part of nature and not separate from it. We are a breathing part of universal manifestation. By remembering this connection, we draw strength and heal our souls. The image represents the blossoming of this realization with us. Deeper meaning is the mother embraces our every step. As an indigenous culture, we say the mighty strength of the green earth can heal any ailment. Whether by plant medicine or simply surrounding ourselves in Mother Nature with walks and meditation, our earth is here to help us balance. This is our home. This gorgeous earth tone card encourages you to seek healing with natural remedies and by simply engaging with natural realm. In this lifetime of industrialism and capitalism, it can seem like a challenge to connect with the natural world. But the thing is, she is everywhere. No matter where we live, we find that forests, parks, animal preserves, protected forests, camping sites, rivers, beaches, and other earthen environments are but a nearby jaunt. Just like humans, animals, as well as plants, are an extension of nature, about existing in different levels of consciousness. Consider your relation to the animal realm. If you eat animals, this card encourages you to only consume those you have had a good, healthy life and ethically and humanely sourced. Additionally, the relation that you have with your pets or with volunteering at an animal shelter perhaps comes into play. When we connect with the flora and fauna of our environment, we make a holy connection with nature herself. She is our ultimate helper and healer. Amen to that. Yeah, I'm always a big one for grounding, grounding yourself. Even if you live, in a city, if you got a little patch of grass somewhere, whatever, go out barefooted, stick your feet to the ground, dirt, grass, gravel, whatever you got.
Definitely. Grounding is super important. So I always walk around without my shoes on.
Yep, that's good.
I like to lay on, especially like under the moonlight when it's a full moon. I like to lay in the grass and I lay on my back with my knees up so then my feet are like planted firmly on the ground. I put my hands in the ground and just picture all that stuff. Like, remember them foot pads? Those like Japanese foot pads you put on and it pulls all the impurities out through your feet.
Yeah.
So I pictured that. You never have?
I never had those. Do they work?
They work like, oh my gosh, so good. It's amazing how much crap comes out. And then like you'll see it be less and less. And then when you don't do it a while, all of a sudden there'll be like a ton of it again. They were kind of expensive, but they worked. So when I'm grounding, I'll actually picture that in my head, like all that stuff being pulled out and like picturing the ground minerals, everything, just taking that out. And while that's all happening, I'm being, charged by the moon.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I usually catch a little bit of the parade. I don't have cable, so I'll catch it on YouTube or wherever they're showing it live.
Sometimes I'll have it on. I don't make a point to watch it, but if it's on, it's usually on the channel. I'll kind of walk by and check it out.
Yeah, the commercials are pretty funky. Has anybody tried onions on their feet? Slices of onion.
Those commercials are disgusting, but that's how it really looks. I've never tried onions, but I've heard about it.
You've tried them, Debbie? Does onions work? Because I'm just wondering, because I've always heard that, and just this like earlier this week, Sam that used to live here, she was like, "Hey, do you have an onion by chance? Can you bring me an onion?" It's like, okay, what are you making soup? She's like, no, I'm going to put sliced onion in my socks overnight and sleep in it. It draws the toxins out. And I haven't asked her if she did it yet. She's like, you need to do it too.
See, I don't know. I've heard that a lot, but all I can just think about is like foot oil. Like I don't want my feet smell like onion. Like won't your feet smell like onion? So then what do? Put them in like salt water after or bleach? Like how do you not have funk? Because at least those foot pads, it's like green tea and they don't smell. And yeah, they are horribly disgusting. Horribly. It's like a pad for your foot, but do your feet smell like onion though?
Does it give you onion foot? I guess you could just wash your feet, and I don't know.
But okay, think about how many times you cut onions and you wash your hands with soap and water and you still smell that array of onion in your hand for a while.
Yeah, that's true. She says just wash them all with soap and water afterwards. Wolfie says just add some relish in a hot dog and you're set.
Take some pictures while you're at it for the foot fetish site.
Oh, no doubt. See, this is working into a plan now.
Yeah.
I bet I
Cleanse and make money at the same time.
I bet I could even get money for my funky hobbit feet with onions on them for somebody.
Oh, I bet you could. There's a market for everybody.
There sadly is. The fact that someone would pay money to see my feet with onions on it just kind of sends shivers down my spine. But hey,
I want to know that too.
Honey.
Like, who was the first person to say, yo, like, why were there onions on his feet?
Maybe he passed out and somebody put onions in his shoes.
And they're like, holy crap, this pulled all the toxins out of you.
Woke up and he was like, joke's on you. I have less toxins in my feet now. Look at all this black tar that came out of my feet on my onions.
So do the onions show the toxins like the pads do?
Depends on who you are, Debbie. Some people love smelling feet. Oh, man, it's turning to the weird again.
Well, then, like, think about putting it in your shoe, and then you take your shoe off, and then your shoes smell like onions.
Yeah, I wouldn't put them in my shoes, but yeah, you're supposed to put them on your feet and then,
No, I mean your feet and your shoes.
Oh,
If they still smell like.
She says the onions change color.
Oh, they do. That just made me think of that Family Guy when they put the cucumber on the couch and it turned into a pickle.
Have you got cats? Have you ever done the cucumber trick to your cats? Does that work?
Mm-hmm. I've tried. They didn't react quite like the ones on TV, though. I mean, on the YouTube. And I had 6-7 cats to like try with. My mom did it with her cat. Didn't really freak out, but there was something that freaked him the fuck out. Same type of reaction, but I don't remember what it was. But no, mine didn't really. They kind of looked at it and, like, what the fuck, kind of smelled it.
Some kind of green poop on the floor. Yeah, Lori says it's weird, all the onion talk, and she thinks she's smelling onions. I was sitting here thinking the same thing. I'm like, I'm smelling onions. Maybe it's my feet.
See, Jason said to his cat, no reaction.
Yeah. So this does work for some cats. What kind of onions? Sweet onions, red onions, or Vidalia onions? I like the sweet, but I prefer the Vidalias. But the reds are definitely a little more pungent.
What's a Vidalia? The yellow?
Oh man, you've never had Vidalia onions? Is it a southern thing, Wolfie? I don't know. Yeah, it's like a sweet onion. They're from Georgia, I believe. I don't know.
Is it what color is it though? Like
yellow, kind of, yellow skin, kind of white flesh. Kind of looks like a sweet onion.
Oh, they're different than like the ones we have, like the yellow onions that are here.
Yeah, I think so. Vidalias are they're kind of like a sweet onion, they're usually kind of like looks like they've been squashed. They're kind of flat and round.
Huh. Yeah, we have our regular sweet, like the red onions is sweet. And then like the white ones that just are pretty potent.
Sirianna was like, I love onions. I don't know about on my feet though.
Yeah, I prefer not those ones either.
Them toe fungus onions. Yeah, what do you do with your onions afterward? You chop them up, put them in salad still? No, I don't think so. Yeah, Vidalias are good, man. I love Vidalia onions. Vidalia. My Aunt Vidalia made them onions a long time ago.
So would you put that on like a salad or a chili dog? Like when would you use that?
Everything.
Yeah.
Anywhere you would use onions. But yeah, they're good in salads. They're good to cook with. They're kind of, they're kind of sweet. They're not real. I don't know. Yeah, what do you think, Wolfie? They're not like super oniony. They're not. They don't have like a bite to them or peppery taste. They're just kind of slight onion sweet taste. I don't know how to describe them.
I will have to try one of these.
Yeah, they're good. But people who put things on their feet. Yeah. Anything that calls they're great on tacos. I put them on my eggs in the morning. They'll go anywhere. Some people just like bake them in the oven with some butter and salt and pepper and just eat them like that. That's your hardcore onion fans. My dad used to just eat them like an apple. I never advanced to that level of Vidalia onion eating.
Wow, that's pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
I'm getting to the point where I have to.
Yep. All right. Well, it's hot diggity
Start
dang.
swimming away.
2:00, 2 a.m. here for me, and other East Coasters. What's it, 11 for you?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're still in the past. I'm in the future.
You're in the future, man.
Yep. They help with blood pressure too. That they do. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
wow.
weird. It's weird. Sam's baby, Nora, she likes onions. She's only 2 years old. She likes to eat onions, and she likes hot sauce too, which is weird for a little kid to like hot sauce. She does that. Anyways, that's it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. We are out of here. See you guys after Thanksgiving. Everybody have a hopefully healthy, happy Thanksgiving.
Get better, Jason.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll see you all on Sunday night for Paranormal Soup with your host, Jason Bland. Right now. Anyways, that's it. We're out of here. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out with us as always. And we will talk to you later. Later.